149th Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union and related meetings held in Geneva, Switzerland from the 13th to the 17th of October 2024. Thank you.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Thank you. The Chairperson, Committee on Implementation. That one has not actually been tabled. I go to the Honorable Millie. Honorable Millie, Leader of the Delegation. Honorable Millie, you have a notice of motion. And as the Honorable Millie gets the document, and before I come to you, the Honorable Mwinyi, honorable members, for the convenience of the House, I will reorganize the order paper. After that notice of motion by the Honorable Millie, we will move to order number 8 to 11, and then we'll go back to 7. I'll start with the... What is out of order, member for Changamwe?
There's nothing out of order, Madam Chair. But yesterday, the Speaker directed that the Chair of Labour gives a full statement or full response to the statement that I raised in this House. And I actually request this House to do exactly that, Madam Speaker, if you may allow.
Thank you very much, we have not reached statements. We have not reached statements. We have reorganized the order paper. So we will get there. When we get there, if there is a problem, you'll be able to raise it.
Madam Speaker, I'm going for a committee meeting, if you may consider that, please.
Honorable Member for Changamwe, you have a lot of experience. You know that this is the first business of the House. The House takes precedence to any other business. So the order paper has been reorganized. Member, the Honorable Wanjala. Honorable Wanjala. What is out of order, Honorable Wanjala? Please pass the mic to him. Go to the mic on your left.
Madam Speaker, after Millie Odhiambo, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, I'm supposed to be the one, Madam Speaker, who is supposed to follow, and you have jumped me.
Are you making reference to the Honorable Millie Odhiambo Mabona?
Yes, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
The Deputy Minority Leader?
Yes.
So then you have to state properly.
Minority Whip. It is me, Madam Speaker, who is supposed to be called upon to lay the papers. You have jumped me.
Honorable Wanjala, maybe you had stepped out, but you may proceed and lay the paper.
Yes. Madam Speaker, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the House today, Thursday, 5th December 2024. Reports of the Committee on Implementation on the following. 1. Third report on the implementation status of reports on petition and resolutions passed by the House. And 2. Attendance of the GSMA Mobile World Congress and the 2024 Africa Health Tech Summit in Kigali, Rwanda, from 29th to 31st October 2024. Madam Speaker, I beg also to lay the third report on the implementation status of reports on petition and resolutions passed by this House. I beg to give notice of the following motion.
Honorable
that this House adopts.
Honorable Wanjala,
yes.
You laid the paper. So you end it at that first. The Honorable Millie Odhiambo, please proceed. And for the record, the Honorable Millie Odhiambo is the minority whip.
And for purposes of this head of delegation of the IPU, for purposes of this report, Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House notes the report of the 149th Assembly of the Interparliamentary Union, IPU, and related meetings held in Geneva, Switzerland, from 13th to 17th of October 2024, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, the 5th of December 2024. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Wanjala, you may now proceed and give the notice of motion.
This is the third report on the implementation status of reports on petition and resolutions passed by the House. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House adopts the third report of the Select Committee on implementation status of reports on petitions and resolutions passed by the House, laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 5th December 2024. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Wanjala. Next order as per the reorganized order paper.
Order number 8, procedural motion, reduction of the publication period of a specified bill.
Honorable Dr. Nyikal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of the Chair of the Departmental Committee on Health, I need to move that pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 120C, this House resolved to reduce the publication period of the Kenya Institute of Primate Research Bill, National Assembly Bill number 52 of 2022 from 14 days to 9 days. Madam Speaker, this is important because this is actually a very important bill dealing with the Primate Research Institute, which is actually doing a lot of work on primate research, including even on vaccines, and it has been working without structures that need to put it in place. And also, Madam Speaker, on the need that we are all agreed that we should fast track some of these bills, it has been found necessary that we reduce the publication period so that even when we are in recess, the committee can actually start work on public participation and even do the research work over that period. Therefore, I request the House to support this so that we can move the publication and start this process going on. Madam Speaker, with that I ask Honorable Dr. Ron to second.
What are you seconding? You didn't even. Did you move? Did you move the Honorable Nyikal?
Yes, Madam Speaker, I beg to move and ask Honorable Oron to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I second the motion.
Honorable members, I propose the question that pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 121C, this House resolves to reduce the publication period of the Kenya Institute of Primate Research Bill, National Assembly Bill number 52 of 2024, from 14 days to 9 days. Can I say something? Yes? Chair, can I say something? Honorable Mother Wangari.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know we want to put the question, but I want to support the committee on this specific bill and reduction of publication period because, Madam Speaker, some of us who have areas where we have monkeys that are a menace to the community, I know I have an area called Gong, I have an area called Ekatano, where farmers cannot farm because of monkeys. And Madam Speaker, if you go to the Kenya Wildlife Services, you're sent to this institute, which has no structures or money to actually move the monkeys to take them back to the forest, Madam Speaker. So it is quite something, and I know it may look like a small thing, but monkeys can be a menace, especially to women. Actually, they actually take food from the jikos when they are cooking, and actually tell them, or even hang clothes, Madam Speaker. So these monkeys, Madam Speaker, the only way to deal with them is to equip and actually facilitate this research institute to be able to deal with them. So I support the committee, Madam Speaker, and I hope that we can get that on the floor as soon as possible.
The Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wish to support that motion. And part of the reason that I support is for the reason that Honorable Martha has stated, that we need to deal with monkeys. I stay next to the river, and many times I get visits, sometimes when I'm alone. And I think we have not trained monkeys on gender issues. They really have no regard, especially for women. If my husband comes, they run away, but when it is me, they don't care. So maybe we'd have to find ways of dealing with the monkeys. But Madam Speaker, one of the things I want to say, because this is a short motion, I don't want to say much. I want to congratulate the Health Committee for the way they are organized and orderly. Madam Speaker, I can see when the chair of the committee is not in, and the deputy chair of the committee is not in. You have Honorable Nyikal, who is an excellent medic, moving that motion so that the committee can expedite. And you have Honorable Ron, a member of the committee there, ready to second the bill. Madam Speaker, the only challenge is when it comes to my bill. Then suddenly, the chair is not there, the deputy is not there, Honorable Nyikal is suddenly totally unable to move the bill. Madam Speaker, I want to encourage, I've been in this house for long. I know when we are filibustering, please. I know when we are filibustering. Please don't filibuster on my bill. I've actually encouraged my brother Kaluma, and I will speak to it when you come to my bill, that we look at the Constitution 2024, Article 24 of the Constitution. We can borrow wording of the Constitution, Madam Speaker, which says, Clause 4 of 24, that the provisions of this chapter on equality shall be qualified to the extent strictly necessary for the application of Muslim law before the Qadi's court to persons who profess the Muslim religion in matters relating to personal status, marriage, divorce, and inheritance. We can actually use similar wording, export it to my bill, and let my bill pass. Madam Speaker, we are the women. I'm the one who does not give birth and would want to give birth. Honorable members who are delaying are going to make me have a child at 60, when I should have had a child at 40, Madam Speaker. Don't harass me. I need to have a child, and I need to have a child now, and I need a law to enable me to have a child. And all women who don't have children, stop filibustering on my bill.
Honorable Millie Odhiambo, I know this matter is very close to you.